Hello. Welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 266. This is your host, Shaun Tudor.
And this is Sam. And this is a talk episode where we talk. The Tutors talk.
The Tutors talk. Bravo.
It hasn't posted yet, the one.
No?
I did that. I think it's 262.
Nice.
So Tuesday, I'm uploading 261. So tomorrow I should be uploading... Tomorrow or Thursday, I should be uploading 262.
Sweet. So today is my second day without eating sweets.
How was it going?
I crave them. But whatever.
I don't usually.
Crave them? Huh.
I don't think about it until you mention something. So like yesterday you mentioned like...
Chocolate.
Oh man, I should have my chocolate. And I was like, I love a piece of chocolate.
And then I was like, I'm not going to do it.
It was my super dark chocolate though, so it was minimal sugar in it.
Nice. Just got back from the county meeting.
How'd it go?
Got conditionally approved.
How exciting.
Sick, dude. We're going to sell them anyways. So, that's that.
Fun.
Fuck it.
Yeah. What company name are those under Tutor Transformations?
TTH.
Okay, cool. Don't want that ruining our street cred or anything.
Our street cred? Did you see what I just did?
Yeah, I did.
That's pretty sick, right?
Yeah, sure.
Bam.
So you know you could go
What's that?
Tutors of Life. TL.
Oh. Well, of course.
Wait, did I do my L backwards?
I don't know. I probably did mine backwards.
Oh, I guess it depends on... That's not backwards for you, right?
No, it's not backwards for me. All right. So, anyways, this is fucking retarded.
We're done.
What is going on?
I'm tired. I just got upgraded to going to Cairo once a week.
It's good.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting. It's only been 2 months. I haven't even had my second re-exam yet.
Good. Good for you. Shit must be moving well. I scheduled a massage for this week, and the massage was going to be for my legs and my lower body. Dude, my neck and my chest and my back's been so fucked up I couldn't even bench today.
Dude, I think last night I slept like this because my upper back is really tight.
Why would you sleep like that?
I don't do it on purpose.
Like, do you do that like face down?
Sometimes. So like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I literally saw you sleeping like that this morning when I got up.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I remember waking up last night and being like this though, like on my back as well.
Weird.
I do that all the time and it fucks my shit up.
You should not do that.
I would love to control what I do when I'm sleeping.
I can.
Can you really?
I can.
I know you can. Shaun can just lay there like stiff as a board and will stay there all night long and it's freakishly weird.
All right, dude, here's the deal. When I was in the National Guard, I was at basic training in AIT. And every morning you had to make your bed. I would struggle doing this now, but back then I just, for whatever reason, I didn't give a fuck. So, like, now I can't have my sheets tucked in at the end because it, like, irks me out. I would open up just one. So I would have, like, hotel style bed tucked in with the 45-degree corners and all that shit, right? And I knew that, like, I wanted to do the least amount as possible in the morning to make my bed. So I would just open up one side and slide in so that I, like, wouldn't affect anything. And I would just sleep with my arms by my side like a mummy. And I would just sleep and I would get up in the morning and I would just, like, slide out, tuck in that side, tuck in the bottoms. I didn't do it all the time, but I did it more nights than I didn't.
That is psychopath behavior.
Then I got to my unit, right? And I decided to grow out the comb over. Okay. The problem was when we would go out in the field and shit, everyone knew me for my hair, and like people would fucking get at me for my hair.
Wow, Things haven't changed.
Things haven't changed. But so people were always like, what the fuck? And I would have like a pocket comb and stuff, right? But anyways, I would go to bed. So I would get in my sleep sack. So everybody's getting in their tents, right? That was the first thing I did different. Never bring a tent. Always just sleep in your sleeping bag out in the wilderness, whatever. So I would crawl in my sleeping bag and I would do the same thing. I'd go, if I sleep straight, I will get up in the morning and my hair won't be fucked up. So I would just get in my sleeping bag, arms at my side, put my head down, and I for a pillow, I would just do a rolled up shirt. Put my rolled up shirt, and I would just sleep. Same thing like a mummy. Wake up in the morning, pull out a heater, spark a heater. While everybody's like getting out in the morning, like getting their shit situated, I would just finish up my heater, climb out, run a hand through the hair, all good, on with the day.
Yeah, and you never brought a tent either.
No, I never brought a tent. Tents for weak people.
How many people in your unit brought tents?
I think typically everybody but me.
Mm-hmm. Shaun said it was too heavy.
Well, so here's the deal. Brunch mid. So the person that was my like team leader, when I first got to the unit, we were out in the field and he's like, I'm trying to set up my tent and stuff, and he's laying in his sleeping bag smoking a heater. It's like 40 degrees outside, whatever. And I'm like, Brunchman, how the fuck do I set this thing up? I've never set one of these tents up. And he's just like, fine, I'll show you. He's like, fucking tutor, learn something. He's like, you're out here for 2 days. He's like, how bad a shape can you really get in 2 days? And I was like, you're right, not bad. And he's just like, this is the biggest fucking waste of time and energy. He's like, how heavy is this? I was like, it's like 10 fucking pounds. And he's just like, this is such a waste of life. Like, look at all these idiots setting this up. I can just lay in my sleep sack and smoke cigs. And I was just like, whoa, this is smart. And so I think I brought my tent out one more time. Keep in mind, I would bring my tent out for my 2-week trainings. Mm-hmm. And I bring it out for my 2-week trainings because usually we're setting up for like 3-4 days at a time. Yeah. And it was a good area to hide my gear from the storms.
Oh, yeah.
And so, and a lot of the times in the summer, it's so hot you don't even want to be in your sleeping bag. Yeah. So I would just sleep. Anyways, but so he was like, dude, this is stupid. Don't do this. And we get out and I've got like multiple layers on in the morning, so 35 degrees out, whatever, 40 degrees. I got multiple layers on all this stuff, and he's only got his ACUs on, nothing else, no long johns, nothing. I'm like, dog, it's 35 degrees out, and he's just sitting there smoking a cig, just shivering. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just like, I'm just waiting to move. Like, that's it, dude. Because he's just like, I want to get out and train so I can move, because he's just freezing. So then boom, whatever, hang out for an hour, and then we finally start doing something for the day and moving. But he was like, his big thing was he didn't have all the bullshit everyone else had. He could pack up that fast and be done.
Yeah.
And so I actually kind of switched how I did everything after that point on. Everybody would... everyone brought their wet gear, like their raincoat and their raincoat and their wet pants and everything. I was there wasn't many people that did this. I just wore my poncho everywhere because I could keep my gear under my poncho. And so like for most occasions we would have on like our vest and all our shit. And so that shit would get sopping wet. And so unless we were running a mission in the rain, I would have my poncho on over all my gear and everything. But then if it was like, if we're running missions or we're actually doing something, I would have my poncho on and I'd put my kit over the poncho and then my arms out. But then I didn't even need my like wet pants on or nothing because the poncho came down to my knees.
And then it'd be pretty warm too.
Oh, it was, fuck yeah, it was warm.
Yeah.
And so I just did that. So like everything was kind of just like, for the most part, a lot of my shit was just dry and I was good. And I just hung out with my poncho. And I don't remember what I had. I had something that I would put my ruck under. I had some sort of, I'm trying to think. I might have had 2 ponchos, or maybe I had something else, because I never even, the whole reason this all happened, I didn't have a raincoat. Like, everyone gets assigned shit, and I got assigned a raincoat. I lost it the first, like, somehow it's gone. I didn't have it. And so.
Did you get charged for that when you left?
Someone I knew that when they were getting out, they had 2, so they gave me one of theirs when they turned it in. So no, I didn't. They probably were the ones that stole it from me fucking 5 years prior.
Anyways.
But I don't remember what I had my rucksack. I covered it up in some sort of wet protection, and then I just rocked my poncho all the time. Mm-hmm. So interesting, dude. I kind of crack up thinking about that shit.
I just want you to know, I feel like you were very passionate about that because you spoke so loudly during that entire story.
It was fun. Okay, hold on. No. Let me rewind. Let me bring it back. It was not fun. Okay, hold on. Now it's this typical thing, right? When you're in the shit, it's terrible. After the shit, you look back on it and we're like, that was great. So there was one time, packing light, right? We know we're packing light. All I brought was my silk long johns, my ACUs, and I think I had it was either a poncho. It was either my poncho or I had no, I think it was just my poncho. I don't know. I think I might have had like a light, not like a raincoat, just a light something. And then I had my raincoat bottoms, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't bring my bottoms that time. It was supposed to be, we were supposed to sleep in the field, and it was supposed to be like 45 degrees. Well, as we got down there, the weather changed, and it was like in the 20s. And me and Swanson, they sent us, all we had was like, I think we had like 3 packs of smokes. We had like 3 packs of smokes. It's 5:30 a.m. We ended up sleeping in the barracks because it got too cold. They didn't even put us in the field. They put us in the barracks, which that was my first, like, thank God, dude. I was going to freeze. But I did have other nights where I froze my ass off, and it was whatever. But so we went out to qualify for 240s. Got out there at 5:30 a.m. And all we got on, so he's good. He's got his shit. He's not an idiot like me. But I just got my silk long johns, my ACUs. I think I had my waterproof pants, and then I had like my poncho top or some shit like that, whatever. Or like a thin windbreaker or something. The day started out at like 18 degrees, something like that. And the wind was howling at like 30 miles an hour, 25 miles, whatever. In the warmth of the day, it was probably in the sun, maybe around like 25, 30. So we're out there all day long. We wanted to go in the building because there's a building there, a heated building there, where like people are chilling. We tried to go in there. They would kick us out right away. They're like, no, this is only for like higher ups. And so me and Swanson are just outside freezing our ass off. We were supposed to be there long enough to qual, and we weren't supposed to have to do night qual. Mm-hmm. Well, about 5 o'clock comes, and we were supposed to be picked up, and we weren't picked up. So, like, what's going on? Finally, we get a hold of somebody, and they're like, nope, you're there till night qual. And we're like, okay. So here we just ripped through our 3 packs of smokes we had, hanging out, hating life, freezing our ass off. That night, wind whipping, gets down to like 20 degrees again. I'm just in this like nothingness all day long, outside the whole time. And did night qual, ended up getting back got on the heated bus around like 11:30 and shipped back to the barracks. And we get back, dude, I'm fucking frozen, just numb, hating life. And we are like asking people what they did for the day, and everyone was just like, oh, we had a great day. Like, we got to fucking hang, whatever. And Swanson and I are like, this fucking sucks, dude. But him and I always had that after that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, it was only you two? Or was there like more than just you two?
There might have been, I think there was a couple more.
Okay.
But I think there was like maybe 4 or 5 of us. I know that people ended up coming for like night qual from our people, a few of them, I think. But yeah, it was really only like a few of us.
Damn.
Maybe 5 of us.
That's crazy.
But I really only remember me and Swanson just in the shit. It just sucks, dude. Anyways, it's so dumb. But it's like, yeah, looking, every time I look back on that shit now, I just laugh. It was like, oh, that was fun. But while we were there, it was fucking terrible. It wasn't fun. It was dumb. And we would get yelled at for dumb shit like, oh, hey, we have this 1,500 square foot building with 4 people in it, but you guys can't come in here. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Shit like that. It's stupid. It doesn't even make sense. It's like 70-degree building that can fit 50 people. Nope, stay outside. The fuck?
Dude, that's fun.
It's stupid.
That's what happens when you have something that's run by the government.
Dude, that's like, honestly, it's like, so if you take that and multiply it by like 100 about all the dumb shit in the military and how poorly it's ran, it's like everything's based on like the power struggle, you know, like the power structure of overranking you. So if I overrank, you have to do whatever I say. What's up?
Fun.
Okay. Which I understand that, like, okay, yes, there's like a tier, so that makes sense. Just like in a business, you have the fucking vertical org chart. I understand. But yeah, like a lot of shit where it's like, oh, stand around and wait. So we were at drill weekend getting paid to stand in the cold or sit in the cold for, what is that, 17 hours to shoot twice. We shot twice in like 17 hours and just hung out there. Like, we could have done any level of trainings. We could have, you know, done anything. They could have had us doing other shit. They could have let us in a warm building, whatever, but no. And you see a lot of it is like people, most people that are like, not all, because we know some key people who we really like that are still in, that are really good soldiers. But there's a lot of it is like people who just put in time and they just get promotions because they're the only ones that stick around, or, you know.
Yeah.
That, like, I noticed that quite a bit with some people who I'm like, those people could never get promoted. They're the worst soldier I've ever seen. It's not even possible.
And then they get promoted.
And I'm like, what? Like, how do you, it's literally like promoting based on time instead of based on skill.
So if you're not from Eau Claire, you wouldn't know this is happening. So 2 major health systems in Eau Claire are closing. So HSHS, which is Hospital Sisters, yeah, and Prevea are both closing. And I guess like they partnered with Prevea in hopes to like expand the health services and whatnot. And they said like because of patient counts going down and the rising of healthcare costs, they had to close all their branches in Western Wisconsin. And kind of just go back to Central or to wherever they are, which I think it's around Green Bay, I think is where they're focused. Guess what else announced it's closing?
Huh.
Ellie Phillips Treatment Center. So the treatment center in Eau Claire is also closing.
What's the treatment center?
Like the detox center?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So that's also closing because they had a lot of support through HSHS.
Oh, so I didn't know this. Prevea and HSHS were the only people around who took Obamacare.
Oh, that makes sense. Why they're closing.
Yeah, apparently, like, they couldn't make their profit margins with it, but for some reason they had to offer it or something. I don't know. It's
That's
weird.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, thanks, Obama.
Yeah. I think, I don't know where the nearest one is from there, but I don't know. Some people are talking about, there was a rehab center I just saw. Maybe. There is another one. But still, there's a rehab center downtown. So
What's
I don't
it called?
know. Just Ellie Phillips Rehab Center. It's the one in Chippewa that's closing.
I thought Ellie Phillips was part of the university.
It is. Ellie Phillips is a person who donated a lot of money to Eau Claire. Ellie Phillips history. So he lived from 1899 to... Oh, where did it just go? 1899 to 1978. Ellie Phillips and Melvin Cohen were two prominent Eau Claire industrialists and philanthropists. There's a collection on them. So Louis E. Phillips was born in Kaunas, Lithuania, on December 24th of 1899. Grew up in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, after he and his family moved there in 1901. He began working in the newspaper business at the age of 12 and entered into the distribution business in 1918 with his brother Jay and his father Edward, who had established Ed Phillips and Sons Company. Oh, that's fun. Let's see here. It looks like they opened branches in Eau Claire, which also sold cigars, newspapers, tobacco, and candy. And they opened that in 1923. After Prohibition ended in 1933, then they began distributing liquor as well. The company would change its name to National Presto Industries, Inc. in 1953.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Bro, what?
Yeah. Under Louis Phillips' presidency during World War II, the National Pressure Cooker Company converted to wartime production, giving women work while the men served overseas. Philip also made the decision to begin advertising the pressure cookers during wartime years in magazines, creating a large post-war demand for the company's products. Over the years, funds have been given to many organizations at Eau Claire, including the University, the Boy Scouts of America, Luther Hospital, Mount Sinai Hospital in Minneapolis.
Fuck, dude. They got after it.
Yeah. He was a huge philanthropist then. That's so cool. So yeah. And then, that's about... Oh, Cohen worked for Presto as well. But, so yeah, he donated a lot of money to Eau Claire. And that's why a lot of things are named after him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because the libraries too. Ellie Phillips Library.
Yeah, that's what I knew it by. Damn, dude. Presto? Oof.
Wild.
Those boys didn't play. Damn, that's cool.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so some interesting things are happening. And we've heard of some businesses doing other layoffs as well. And we're going back to hard times real fast.
I shouldn't say this. I hate to see it. I hate to see it.
I mean, we've said it in other podcasts. Other people have said it. When you demand high wages for minimal work, at some point you got to cut jobs, especially because the economy has been going down. People haven't been buying as much. So you got to cut costs somewhere.
Dude, honestly, what we're going to realize and what we're going to come to is... Well, I shouldn't say that. What we should be going to and what we should be coming to is skill set and quality. The better you are at your job, the you're going to stick around. The people that aren't great at the job, aren't making a lot of money, they're going to get cut. Dude, I was thinking about that, like, with just what we have with the subs and shit we use.
Yeah.
And, like, I got in my brain which ones make me the best money.
Yeah.
And worst case, I'm going to keep them around.
Yeah. It's also so... It blows my mind because I've seen a couple posts of people saying, like, how you should change, like, jobs. Like, not, like, careers. Like, so stay in the same, like, career path. But, like, if you're an accountant, change different firms every 2 years.
It's very stupid. Very foolish.
Very foolish. And I was just like, okay, that's fine until no one's going to be hiring because they've been laying people off.
Not only that, we had a gal interview for the HR position, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
And on paper, she was great. But I was like, I don't even care that she's great. I don't care she interviewed well. I was like, I'm not hiring her. She's had 5 positions in the last 5 years. I'm not hiring her.
I thought it was like 2 years.
It might have been 5 positions last. I was like, I won't even. It was. I think it was 5 positions the last 2 years. I was like, I'm not hiring her. Fuck that.
No, because you want someone to be there long term. Like,
if I shouldn't say wasting. If you're investing all that time to train somebody in, the last motherfucking thing we're doing is them leaving. You just took all that time, energy, money to train someone in for them to leave. Fuck that.
Right. Yeah, because the one article I saw, it stated that, like, you'd get paid this much more if you leave your job every 2 years. Like, and it was a percentage or whatever. But I was just like, then ask for a raise. If you think you deserve more than what you're getting paid, then ask for a raise. Or be like, hey, like, this other company is offering this wage for the similar position. Like, is there something you can do for me to stay?
And depending on how good the owner is, right, the market dictates shit. So, like, right now, I know a lot of companies who will hire, I know multiple companies who will hire a foreman at like $35 to $40 an hour. Well, if you look around, if you can hire a good foreman at $35 to $40 an hour, if you've got a guy who's already a foreman, who's doing good work, and you're paying him $28, well, maybe bump him to $35 because he knows how your systems operate. He knows like what the expectations are. And if he leaves you, you're fucked in having to bring in a new person to try and like figure it out. Where like if you got a good guy who's a little underpaid and you're seeing the market is at this and you go, man, I'm getting a good deal. I'm getting this much money out of this guy. Change that mindset. Increase that motherfucker's wage to keep him loyal to you, staying with you, doing good work for you, and seeing like, oh, if I do good work, I get rewarded. Continuing to increase their productivity, their skill set, everything.
Right. And honestly, if it's a big company, like they probably don't know what other companies are offering.
Right.
Because if it's a company of 3,000, 5,000 people, they're not going to be checking, oh, what do other accountants at these other like similar type businesses make? Like, they're not going to be checking all 300 or 3,000 people's jobs in other markets.
Right.
So, yeah, ask for a raise.
Yeah.
What's the worst they can do? Say no?
Ask for a raise as long as it's warranted.
Right, yeah. As long as you're doing your job and doing it well.
Yeah, I think so.
Did you see... Oh, you were the only one that liked my post, by the way. I want you to know that.
The Mimi post?
No.
Day one?
The Tutors of Life post, yeah.
Day one or whatever.
Yeah. Day one or...
Someday or day one or whatever.
Day one or one day.
Oh, yeah. Love that.
I think that's like the quote of 2024.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like what everyone is saying.
Oh, dude, all I know is I've heard Andy say that like years and years ago.
I've seen everyone post about it this year.
Dude, did you watch Andy's most recent one?
No.
How about his second to most recent?
I haven't watched in weeks. I'm sorry. Tomorrow. That's what I'll do.
Weeks?
Yeah. Bro.
If you give me some bullshit about you don't have time, I will donkey kick you down the stairs.
No, I just prioritize my gaming ones instead. Sorry, babes.
Wow.
I know.
If we ever meet him, I'm going to tell him.
Go for it.
All right, so anyways, it was about Big Mike running for office.
Who's Big Mike?
Michelle Obama.
Oh, got it.
And he's like, oh, I'm pretty sure Andy Quincuela or whatever has said this before.
Randy Consuela.
Randy Consuela. And it reels back. Starting in like, I think like middle, early 2022, they just played one clip after another. 6 in a row, 7 in a row from then until now. I was like, damn. I'm like, this motherfucker's been on his shit.
Dude, Shaun and I are also, like, I think we're telepathic a little bit. Because there's been more than a handful of times where we will talk about something, sometimes on the podcast, sometimes not, or we'll blog about something. And then someone big and well-known will...
Like the next day.
We'll post about it.
It's like, damn.
So we had our podcast come out Monday, and his Monday podcast as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Was also about, like, entrepreneurs.
The entrepreneurs. Yeah, the entrepreneur, like...
Wave.
Mm-hmm. I mean, ours was a little different, but yeah, it was, like, very similar concept. It was neat.
Yeah. So strange.
Yeah.
I guess you and I talked about, before or after the podcast, more about what he said.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I love it, dude. I love it.
We're fucking psychics over here.
Sure, why not?
Yesterday when I was at work, I, like, had one of those deja vu moments where I was, like, doing something, and I, like, my eyes got wide, and I was like, I had a dream about me doing this.
Oh, interesting.
Have you ever had those?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What else we got?
Started building some Legos again. Started building some gym equipment at the gym, at the office. I think that's about it. I'm tired.
Are you tired?
Yeah, my brain's not firing right now.
You know what I want?
What do you want?
I want a Toyota Tundra.
Nice.
With a topper?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
If you...
I want the 6.5 foot bed, though.
Want some really, really funny content, I highly recommend listening to Tony Lodge.
Oh, Tony Lodge.
Toni.
Yeah, Tony Lodge.
Tony Lodge, and I think it's like John Ray is her co-host.
Oh, sure. It's funny as shit.
Dude, I love them. They're my favorite.
Yeah. You don't even care that I want a truck.
Babe, that sounds so cool.
That's what I thought.
I don't remember if I pushed the record button on my phone.
I will fucking rage.
We just won't have a YouTube of this.
That'd be fine.
Okay, babe, one last thing. Grab the book behind you.
Damn.
It's been a long while. I think this will be a good nightcap for today, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do January. We didn't do most of the end of last year's.
Oh, hang on. Password. Abstinence. Precisely, said the fat lady in a feeble voice, and swung forward to reveal the portrait hole. What's up with her? Asked Harry. Overindulged over Christmas, apparently, said Hermione, rolling her eyes as she led the way into the packed common room.
Hermione was not there for Christmas often. Can you repeat that?
Oh, hang on. Password. Abstinence. Precisely, said the fat lady in a feeble voice, and swung forward to reveal the portrait hole. What's up with her? Asked Harry. Overindulged over Christmas, apparently, said Hermione, rolling her eyes as she led the way into the packed common room. Hermione. I can't fucking say Hermione.
After I just also fucked it up. Did a book club on Friday. I kept saying Dern for June. I couldn't say June all night. Dern. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Chamber of Secrets.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
I knew.
Oh, you knew it? You said Chamber of Secrets,
I
bro?
know. I was thinking it was a later one, but I was like, no. Because then they were actually there over Christmas. Chapter 17. Did I get it?
Chapter 17?
Yeah. He has to double check now.
Chapter 17, A Sluggish Memory.
The Sluggish Memory!
Damn, dude.
See?
That's a fucking lucky-ass guess.
I knew it, babe.
Yeah, shut up. Hey, I remember when I've guessed it? Like
twice in a row?
Twice in a row,
yeah.
100% on everything. God, I'm so good at what I do. Keep in mind, we haven't watched a full Harry Potter marathon this past year, so I'm probably a little rusty. Go ahead. And I haven't read the books in 3 years, so I'm real rusty. Go ahead.
I know. These ones are going to be hard if I do any of these ones.
Just try one.
I am what I am, and I am not ashamed. Never be ashamed, my old dad used to say. There's some who'll hold it against you, but they're not worth bothering with. Rubius Hagrid. Think out loud.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
No.
Okay.
Goblet of Fire.
Okay. Makes sense. Let's go with chapter 14.
24.
Okay.
Rita Skeeter's Scoop.
All right, hit me with one more.
The dormitory doors flew open, making them all jump. Hagrid came striding toward them, his hair rain-flecked, his bearskin coat flapping behind him, a crossbow in his hand, leaving a trail of muddy, dolphin-sized footprints all over the floor.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
No. You already guessed this one for the other one. Oh, wait, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I lied.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
There you go.
Okay.
Chapter number?
20.
19. Elf Tales.
Damn, I don't remember that at all.
I would trust Hagrid with my life, said Dumbledore.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I would trust Hagrid with my life. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Chapter 1.
There you go. I was going to do that one second, but I was like, nah, I can't let him win.
Ah. Thanks.
Okay, I'm ready for bed. How about you?
37 minutes. I guess I can be.
You're like wide awake looking.
Recon. Check out Recon. rei-con.info. Message me for a promo code if you want to attend. 5 great speakers all day. A full day of real estate activities.
8:45 until 5 p.m.
Love it. If you're interested in going, hit me up and we'll get you a promo code.
Hell yeah.
Dope. Thanks, gang.
See you.
Peace.